In the Good morning. Today we gonna start talking about dating. There's gonna be quite a few videos on this subject. Reason why is because it's a very important subject. It's a very complicated and complex subject, and I hope to teach, to enlighten you, to coach you through this subject because it's so important. Now, God created Adam, and according to the story, after he created Adam, he created Adam, but before he created Adam, he created a bunch of animals and a bunch of things, a bunch of, the Garden of Eden and everything. And after he did so, he said, and that's God now, not Adam talking. God said, it is not good for man to be alone. Everything God created was good. But one thing that he felt like he needed to do, because it wasn't good, is that man was alone. Of course, he didn't have any parents yet, because Adam was the first one, so he didn't have parents and have no brothers, no sisters. He was alone. So God created a woman. So when God created the woman, Adam called the woman Eve. Now, according to the Bible, to the story, the only thing that God felt that he did that was not good was man being alone. So then that explained to us that Eve was something that God could not be for Adam. Do you understand what I'm saying? God could not be what Eve was for Adam. So some people would say, oh, that's all I need. All I need is God. Not really. I mean, there are many things that God can't be for you, but, especially when you're upset, when you're mad at the opposite sex, you'll say things like that. Men will say, well, all I need is God. Not really. You need connection. You need other people in your life. Now, the miracle of Eve is a beautiful thing because God created this woman. She came to Adam. God brought her to Adam, rather. And Adam, in the whole Bible, and the whole story, never said anything. When God brought him animals, when he saw the garden, he never said, wow, that's a beautiful garden. And we know it was an awesome, gorgeous garden. But Adam said, when he saw Eve, he licked his lips. He stared at this beautiful creature. And God knew exactly what Adam would love because Adam was in awe. He said, flesh of my flesh, bones of my bones. Now understand that when Eve came to Adam, Adam recognized something, that she was from his own flesh and from his own structure. So Adam not only loved Eve because Eve was a woman, but he loved Eve because Eve was from his flesh. She was not a strange flesh. She was not a strange being. When I said strange, that means a different being. She was from his own flesh. So he broke into poetry and said, flesh of my flesh, bones of my bone, I shall call her woman. Of course, in English, we could say, whoa, man, or a man with a womb, man. But we know in French it's femme, it's in Creole it's femme, in different languages, But Adam was surprised and he was in awe and he loved her. He didn't say anything about God. When he saw God, he didn't say, oh, what, nothing. He didn't say how beautiful God was. And we know God is beyond words. Beautiful, awesome, astounding. An ecstasy when you're in God's presence. But Adam loved Eve. Now, reason why this subject is going to be a long subject and I'm going to break it into parts. It's probably going to take me weeks, if not months, but I will go piece by piece, no longer than 10 minutes. That way you can, after you watch it, if you need to watch the second, the third, the fourth, so on and so forth. But Adam was in love. We'll stop here in the Adam story. Let's go straight into the dating. I've written a few things down that I could remember so we can, tackle the subject head on. You are designed for connection. See, we cannot be without connection, and we need people like us because like attract like. Very important. Like attract like. If you're gonna be dating and if you're gonna be successful in the dating game, if you're gonna be if you're gonna meet the right person and or the right people that you wanna date, you're gonna have to put forth some effort, things that you like, things that you love to do. So, because you are created for connection, you need to be connected to the right people. Your eyes require something to see. Your eyes require a view. Your ears require sound. The mind requires thoughts. See, the mind, it requires thoughts because you were created for connection. When you're alone, you become vulnerable. You become easy to be manipulated. And God knew that. Jehovah knew that. The Lord knew that. He knew that. So he created, a human being for us to be connected with. And we're not only connected to one. I know a lot of people say, well, the one. I used to believe in the one. There's only one person for you in the entire universe that you were made to be with. Not really. Yes, there are people, you have multiple soulmates. Some people you connected to on a business level, that's your soulmate. Some people you connected to on a personal level, friendship level, romantic level. And we have many people that we can be connected with, that love, that we can love. I mean, you can only just love one person. You should be with one person because that's the natural thing to do. But it's not, don't tell me that, oh, there's only one person that I love and I cannot be connected to anybody else because I only have one soulmate. That's things that we say, as young people, as kids, so we can, it's kind of like a fantasy, really. But that's not true, okay? People will say, well, yeah, what do you mean? You can be connected to many people. That's why by the time you get married, you have fallen in love multiple times. And if you only fall in the first time you fall in love, you get married with the one person you fall in love with, you keep wondering, and you'll still fall in love after you get married. Some people, a lot of people, especially, uh, church people will deny that. What do you mean? I've only been in love with my husband or my wife. Nah. If you have a lot of people around you all the time and you'll meet a lot of different people, you will find somebody who strike you so hard that you desire, just as much as your husband or your wife. You're gonna have to fight it and say, you know what, I'm staying with this, I'm staying faithful, but don't tell me that, you never find anybody else you like, or you even fall in love, or you have an extremely strong crush on, But anyway, this is part one. I'm gonna make it 12 minutes and I'll stop right there, okay? God loves marriage, or even the universe, and the laws that God created tells you, that you should be committed with one person. Because the moment you start being committed to more than one, if you're a man, you're committed to more than one woman, or a woman more, connected to more than one man in a romantic relationship, it start being weird because, it's unnatural. But I'm not judging. If you one of those people who got to have more than one person, as long as you're honest and let them know about it. Of course, it's against the Bible. It's against what I believe. But it's up to you. It's your life. This is David Halal on Dating Part 1. Fearlessly and passionately teaching you from A to Z. And right now we're talking about dating. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends that we'll be talking about dating for the next few weeks. Subscribe and like my videos. Bye-bye.